Well, I found out my mowing difficulties, why it looked like I was cutting so low. Somehow I knocked it off of there, and you can see that little handle-like thing that was popped out of the rear lift arm. Well, to do the mowing around the cabin, a little bit up by the road, a few swats along the ditch, and all the stuff that I mentioned back there and along the tree line. If you take your time, 2.5 hours, so not too bad. And I still have probably a good quarter tank of gas left in here, and I did an hour of mowing the last time here, so yeah, this fuel tank holds up pretty good. While I was finishing up mowing, I was thinking instead of a shed, might as well just go ahead and build a 24 by 24 garage or something, or 24 by 32 on a floating slab. That would be a little more worthwhile. Then I'd actually have a place to do welding and stuff out here, so probably gonna go with that. So I was thinking of getting a cheap place, to more or less start over, sell this place, get a cheap one. With a small little house or something, and garage, and start over there. But more like I feel like I'd be running from things, so I'm gonna stick it out here, and I'm gonna have a lot more fun out here. Until next time, take care. Well, I found out my mowing difficulties, why it looked like I was cutting so low. Somehow I knocked it off of there, and you can see that little handle-like thing that was popped out of the rear lift arm. So now I think it's all in place, and now I can mow halfway decent again. And the neighbors had their grass mowed. You could tell there's a tractor and a rotary cutter. So it looks like it might have had a lightning strike and a fire there. It's all greened up now again, so it's probably why they had that all mowed. Otherwise, that was like waist-high grass. So back to mowing. Yeah, just a few passes, and it's all that tall grass is mulched up. It's pretty thin, but it was pretty tall. So yeah, it pretty much mulched up. What I'm going to have to do is get rid of this tree, bush, shrub, whatever this junk is. An old rotted tree stump. Another odd tree stump. This one's pretty much dead. I think there's a couple of things growing in there, so take that out. I could put in like a 20 by 20 here. Pretty close. 20 by 20 be pretty good sized. But a 10 by 20 real easy. Or a 16 by 16, because I can do 16 foot 16-foot lumber on the mill. So I'm thinking a 16 by 16 or a 16 by 32 in here. Yeah, I'll need a placement permit for it, but it's neither here nor there. It's $50 for a permission slip from the government to build on my own land. So I might do something smaller, but yeah, 16 by 16 would be pretty good sized here. That would take care of all my storage needs for the welders and stuff. Yeah, plenty of room. I could put up as many buildings as I want, technically, I'm going to keep this spot open here for log trucks, and then if I do put in a basement house, I'm going to put it in over there. But eventually, most of this would be cleared out. Leave those trees there. Put the 16 by 16 here. And I don't know where I'm going to go with the garage yet. Maybe somewhere on the other side of the car. Hi folks, not getting a whole lot done out here today. Just mowing trails. Put on about a little over an hour. Mowed up by the cabin shed. Mowed the trails back there. One thing, if you've seen it in my previous videos, is that the back couple acres is pretty dried up and dead stuff, so I think to help it green up for next year after late fall, I'm going to mow everything back there. It's not going to take that long, it's pretty thin. But next project, I think the best place to put a shed back here for storing tools, sawmill stuff, probably put something right back in there. That scraggly old tree, and I don't know if that's an elder, box elder, or an elm. But yeah, the only way you're going to see that is to actually come back here, because I'm going to leave those trees intact and not even trim them up. Most trees I'm going to trim up, I think. I'll have to see. I might change my mind on that, but definitely leaving these intact, putting a storage shed back here. Gonna make it look nice, make it look like a little house. So, and next I'm gonna start mowing through that tall stuff. So, throttle up. Oh, forgot brake.